Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh just shook up a major case before the United States Supreme Court. Before we start, please make sure you like, you comment, you share, and you subscribe right down there below. Really helps us out, guys, and I do appreciate it so much. Brett Kavanaugh kind of laced in to people who want to keep explicit books, and I can't even describe what's in these books, but explicit books in our children's schools. And I'm talking as low as pre-K here. Books about adult relationships, we'll put it that way. And, there's just no need for that. And what the parents here in Maryland are saying is, look, we understand this is part of Maryland curriculum. We're not trying to change the curriculum. We're saying we want our kids to have an opt-out where we can take them out of class for this kind of stuff. And as Brett Kavanaugh says here, Justice Kavanaugh says here, Maryland has a lot of opt-outs. So this is not new ground. And he asks, well, why can't you let the parents take their kids and walk out of class? Why not? What is standing in the way this time? Why are you so hell-bent on little children learning this stuff? You psychopaths. It's absolutely disgusting. Your minds are twisted if you want this stuff. I'm sorry, I can't. But you have to have a real twisted mind to want kids, young kids, to learn this kind of stuff. Brett Kavanaugh, he laid the smack down, and it was well-deserved. I want you to listen to this and let me know what you think in the comments.
In the country has opt-outs for all sorts of things. The county has opt-outs for all sorts of things. The other Maryland counties have opt-outs for all sorts of things. And yet for this one thing, they changed in mid-year and say no more opt-outs. I'm just not understanding feasibility.
So again, I think what's in the record is that with respect to these books as they were deployed in the classroom, there was high absenteeism in some schools. For example, dozens of students being opted out in, I think Mr. Baxter said the average size of an elementary school in Montgomery County is 700 students. So each grade is 125. If you have dozens of students walking out, making arrangements for those students to have adequate space and supervision and alternative instruction, I think is infeasible.
But they do it for all sorts of other opt-outs.
They don't do it for all sorts of other opt-outs. There's a limited universe of things that students can opt out from. The Family Life and Healthy Sexuality curriculum stands alone. It is mandated by the state. It is something where you are able to predict precisely when the curriculum is going to be deployed. There's
It's the most similar substantively to what we have here, and there's an opt-out allowed there. I guess I'm not understanding why Montgomery County School Board stands alone. I think in the country, you can tell me if there's another school board that's done something like this.
I apologize.
Both the kind of books that are being used and prohibiting opt-outs. And I guess I'm just not understanding. The whole goal, I think, of some of our religion precedents is to look for the win-win, to look for the situation where you can respect the religious beliefs and accommodate the religious beliefs while the state or city or whatever it may be can pursue its goals. And here, they're not asking you to change what's taught in the classroom. They're not asking you to change that at all. A lot of the rhetoric suggests that they might have, that they were trying to do that, but that's not what they're trying to do. They're only seeking to be able to walk out so that they don't have to, the parents don't have their children exposed to these things that are contrary to their own beliefs.
I understand, Your Honor, and there may well be circumstances where a school can or